welcome to my first vlog. So this is what I kind of want to do over the next few weeks, the next month. Put out a few videos, see how they come, and get better and better at filming. So today, what we're gonna do is try part one of restoring my old snowblower. So let's do it. Now this is a 1032 John Deere snowblower. It is from the 70s, I believe it's a 79. It is it's in used condition, but we're gonna try to get rid of all this rust here. As you can see, it's kind of everywhere. It's kind of in there. I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of that, but I've got some paint here. But let's bring it outside and see if it runs. I haven't ran it in a while. With any small engine, you're gonna want to drain the gas tank. So as you can see, this gas tank doesn't have any gas in it. If you don't use it that often, you want to drain it after every use because it's going to gum up the carburetor and it's not going to work that well. So carburetor's under this thing, but let's put some gas in it and see if it runs. So if you don't empty the tank out after you're done using it, since you don't use it that often, you want to turn, either it's a valve like this or like a horizontal valve. You want to turn that off and drain all the gas from here to the carburetor, just so it's not sitting in the carburetor and it's not gumming it up, because it will gum up and it won't run right. It seems to be hitting something at the front. I'm gonna let you guys check it out because I can't see. I don't know if you guys could hear that sound, but I think it's rubbing something in here in this well. So I don't see any scratches. It does look like one of them's banged up pretty good. And that one's bent pretty good, but some of the other ones are more banged up. It's hard to tell. This is pretty banged up. I don't know what happened there. So we're gonna take this off and see if the belt's slipping. All the belts are under here. So I popped this plastic cover off that was on top of all the pulleys. Here's a good look at them. I'm gonna look and see if any belts are slipping while it's running. Start it up again. So it finally just now ran out of gas. It took a while. I guess I put too much in there. And this is actually a pretty cool model because it has reverse, as you can see, which is weird for a snowblower. Usually you just kind of drag it back. And the people before me put these two bolts in here, which disengages and engages the auger. So every time you have to do it from this. Now the people before me also had a business and they had a lot of ground to snowblow. So I can believe that they even want to engage it and disengage it every time. They just want to keep it engaged the entire time they were blowing. So we're going to take this bolt and the other bolt. One side. Okay, so we're taking apart the part that controls where the snow goes first. Because when it slides back, it needs to be free, and it's still connected to the back of the blower. So let me know what you guys want this channel to be called. I don't have any good ideas for it. I don't know yet what the majority of my content is going to be. Definitely something to do with cars or engines. Maybe a little adventure stuff, I like to be outside, so see, open to that too. One of the things that I've learned through school is always to put stuff back where they go when it's apart. It makes it easier when you're putting it back together, so you're not trying to figure out a box full of tools if they go in there right. May throw something. Like I promised, I'm putting the bolts back together where they go. Is this part right here, and I'm having trouble with that little like key, but it should just come off. So next we gotta take this off and then slide the front out. So let's do that. Alright, so I'm having a really hard time. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this gear right here, this key, getting out. Okay, so we finally got it off. We had to use these huge chisels and we kind of messed it up pretty good. So what I'm doing now is filing it down because it's not gonna fit back in there the way we got it out. Have it in a vise and we're filing the top off. As you can see, we notched it right there when we were scraping it. So all we're gonna need to do is get it smoother so it can go back in the key and it can fit back in that that pulley a little bit better. Let's see where it is. Here it is. So as you can remember, it was really hard getting this off, so we're gonna file it down so it slides through there a little easier. Now that is fitting much better. As you can see, it goes right in. Pretty much how it's supposed to be, sit right there, and it comes right out too. So, there we go. All right, now we're taking off these side bolts. It's the last thing, keeping the auger in the other part of the assembly. All right, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I got a lot of cleaning to do. We got parts everywhere. We got the auger and the blower part. We have the housing, pretty rusted out, this thing. Gonna need to do something about that. the bolts, you're not supposed to let this get down this far, and it actually rubbed against the bolts so good that I can't even get them out. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Maybe cut it out. And yeah, so 2 halves are apart. Stay tuned for the second part. I'm going to wire wheel, and paint it. And I'll show you my paint actually. So we got the John Deere. So that's gonna do it. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you again.